Okay, these problems are over using the order of operations to evaluate problems. You use that when you have a problem with no variables and you have a lot of stuff going on. Like you have maybe some addition and multiplication and parentheses and exponents. Okay, you have more than one thing going on in your problem. Okay, you want to do this kind of problem in the order that's listed here. Okay, do parentheses first. Okay, whatever is inside parentheses, do that first. Okay, the next thing you want to do is look for exponents. If you have any, you're going to do that second. Okay, third thing you're going to look for is multiplication and division. And if you have one or the other or both, you're going to do that from left to right. Okay, be careful. You don't multiply first and then divide next. Okay, you look to see what comes first from left to right. Okay, and then the last thing is doing addition and subtraction from left to right. Okay, and again, a common misunderstanding is that you add and then you subtract. Okay, but that's not necessarily true. Okay, it depends on what comes first, going from the left to the right. Okay, let's work on these. Okay, the first problem, 5 to the second minus 2 times 3 plus 1. Okay, first thing I want to do is look for parentheses. Okay, there isn't any. So I'm going to go ahead, and the second thing I look for is exponents. Okay, we have that. Okay, 5 to the second. Okay, 5 to the second means 5 times 5. And 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring down the rest of my problem. So I have 25 minus 2 times 3 plus 1. Okay, so we've looked at step 1 and step 2. Okay, step 3, look for multiply and divide from left to right. Okay, I only have one multiply or divide problem within the problem, and that's 2 times 3. Okay, and that's 6. So I'm going to bring everything down now. 25 minus 6 plus 1. Okay, the last thing you do is add and subtract from left to right. Okay, and again, I'm not going to add first necessarily. Okay, don't take 6 plus 1 first, because when I'm looking at my problem from left to right, I see 25 minus 6 first. Okay, so 25 minus 6 is what I do first. Okay, that's 19. Okay, then add the 1. Okay, 20. Okay, 20 is my answer to that. Okay, maybe one more together. Exponents first. I'm sorry, parentheses first. Okay, in this problem, there is parentheses. Okay, 3 plus 1 is inside parentheses. Okay, we're going to do that first. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, bring down the rest of the problem. You don't really need to keep that parentheses around the 4. I mean, you could if you wanted, but you don't need to. Okay, we have 5 to the second minus 2 times 4. Okay, exponents next. 5 to the second, again, is 5 times 5, which is 25. So we have 25 minus 2 times 4. Okay, so we did parentheses, we did exponents. Okay, now look for multiply and divide. We do have a multiply or divide. We have a multiply. We have 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so we have 25 minus 8. Okay, last thing we do is add and subtract from left to right. We only have one subtraction. 25 minus 8, I believe, is 17. Okay, why don't you try the next two on your own first, and then check with a video after you unpause the video. Okay, next problem. 8 plus 3 is in parentheses. I need to do that first. Look for parentheses first. 8 times 3 is 11. Okay, I'm going to bring the rest of the problem down. I have 11 times 4 squared plus 5. Okay, second thing I'm going to look for is exponents. Okay, now I do have an exponent, 4 to the second. Okay, that's 4 times 4. Okay, that's 16. Okay, bring everything else down. So I have 11 times 16 plus 5. Okay, the third thing to look for is multiply and divide. And I do have a multiply. I have 11 times 16. And you know what? I don't have a calculator, so I'm just going to take a second and figure this out. 16 times 11. Okay, 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Put down a 0. Do the same. Multiply by 1 again. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these up. 176. So I have 176 plus 5. Okay, last thing is addition. Okay, if you add that, you should be getting 181. Okay, the last one. Okay, look for parentheses first, and there isn't any. Okay, look for exponents next. There is an exponent. 4 to the second is 16. Okay, I want to bring down the rest of the problem. I have 8 plus 3 times 16 plus 5. Okay, we look for parentheses, we look for exponents. Now we do multiply and divide. Okay, we do have a multiply. 3 times 16. Not 100% sure I have this right, so I'm going to do it by hand. 6 times 3 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 48. Okay, bring the rest of the problem down. 8 plus 48 plus 5. Okay, look for add and subtract and go left to right. Okay, so the first thing I see is 48 plus 8. Let's see, that is 56. Add that to 5, we get 61. Okay, guys, let me know if you have trouble with the Khan Academy, and let me know so I can help you if you do have any questions.